All right, welcome back to more Infinity Nikki. It is time for us to continue on with the events. Before it ends, I still feel like this update is rather short. I could be crazy though. That is possible. What is this? You have stuff to give me? Okay, I'll get there eventually. All right. I think we're on fun to play. Do you like have to do this with other people? Oh my god. I still need that chest. That's gonna taunt me. Okay. Gather the glow. There are so many. Sprinkle magic dust to transform tunnels into floating platforms, lifting every wish that longs to take flight. I don't know what that means. Thuddy squash spin. Ride a flying thuddy squash spin solo or with a friend. Okay. Well, let's get started on these because there's so many of them. My florist sheep friend. Oh my god. I've been very addicted to Persona 5 the Phantom X. So yeah, that's where my whole life has been going. And that is why we are a little late with recording the rest of this. It feels so loud. I think my headset's just loud. I'm gonna turn my headset down a little bit. This is pollen. My days must collect everything. Hey. Testoro. She won't make it back in time for Playful Hearts Day after all. Looks like I'll have to send her the gift by mail. Never mind. I should think about how to find Cloud first. Good luck. He's in Final Fantasy VII. He's kind of going through it. How am I supposed to find Cloud amongst all these florist sheep? Cloud as a sheep would be kind of cool. I got a little blind box that was like little chibi figures from Final Fantasy VII. I thought they were all going to be from Rebirth, but the one I got was Cloud in drag from Remake. It's kind of adorable though. Anyway, a florist sheep named Cloud? That's actually a really good name. Oh, you scared me. My heart just skipped a beat. Sorry, Mr. Testoro. Are you alright? I'm alright. I just got a little distracted reading a letter from my daughter. Your daughter doesn't live here? Starly, that's a Pokemon, my daughter, is studying in... okay, your name is Italian, and this is an Italian word name as well. It would be Ciccia. Single C's are Ch. So that's what we're gonna go with. She usually comes home for the holidays, but this year she's staying at school to prepare for her exams. She's doing well, always getting good grades. She's been recognized as an outstanding student and has earned multiple scholarships. Her teachers say that if she keeps this up, she'll have no trouble getting into the best art academy. Good for her. That's really impressive. Since she can't come home for Playful Hearts Day this year, she asked me to take a photo of her best friend, Cloud. She's really missing her florist sheep buddy, especially this time of year. But I've always been so busy with work that I never really got to know Cloud. Honestly, with all these florist sheep around, I'm not even sure which one Cloud is. Plus the dye workshop needs me too. I'm not sure what I should do. On such a special holiday, Starly must be feeling homesick while away at school. Perhaps Momo and I can help. We'll take care of that photo for you. Do we know who Cloud is? How are we supposed to tell? That's right. How hard could it be to find a florist sheep? Leave it to us. That's wonderful. Speaking of which, Starly is about the same age as Nikki. I can't be there with her, so all I can do is work hard to provide her with a better life. Your daughter is a bright girl. I'm sure she understands. You're right. I'm counting on you to take a photo of Cloud. Thank you. When Starly was living at home, she'd always play around here. You might want to check the flower field. There are plenty of Florist sheep over there. Let's head over there now, Nikki. Okay. Will do. Why was the marker, like, in the sky? Hey. Almost done gathering all the fluorescent wool. The sheep have been acting up lately. So jumpy. I really need a plan. Excuse me, we're looking for a Florist sheep named Cloud. But these sheep all look the same to me. Do you happen to know which one is Cloud? The same? How could they look the same? To a shepherd like me, each sheep has its own unique personality, soul, and even wool. But they all look so white and fluffy, don't they? It's hard to tell things like personality and soul just by looking at them. To tell one sheep from another, you can't just rely on appearances. You need to observe with your heart and feel with your hands. For example, grooming them is a great way. It not only helps tell the sheep apart, but also allows you to understand their personalities and souls. It can also what? It can also get you some fluorescent wool. That's right. Fluorescent wool is amazing, soft and fluffy. It even gives fabric a sweet floral scent. Something feels off. You're not just trying to trick us into helping you gather wool, are you? Of course not. Whatever make you think that. While I do need some fluorescent wool, everything I've said is based on my personal experience. I'm a shepherd, after all. Shepherds don't lie. Anyone could potentially be a liar, so you don't know which one is Cloud? Of course I do. I just wanted to teach you how to tell the sheep apart. Once you learn, you'll be able to recognize any sheep, be it Cloud, Moon, or even Bud, with just a glance. Okay, so I might be able to tell them apart after I groom them and interact with them and whatever, but if I never knew their names to begin with, how am I supposed to be able to be like, yes, this one is Cloud? I'll be able to be like, okay, this one is more rambunctious, this one is more gentle. They're two different sheep. That doesn't magically mean I know their names, sir. We'll give it a try then. If grooming the sheep really helps us understand their unique traits, we should be able to find Cloud in no time. Nikki is so much more positive than I am. Leave the fluorescent wool to us. Think of it as our way of thanking you for teaching us how to tell the sheep apart. You're too kind, Nikki. I only need 2 portions of fluorescent wool. Thank you so much. All right. Fine. Ooh. It's not fluorescent, it's fluorescent. Whatever. Remember, when grooming, you must put your heart and soul into it, clear your mind, and focus on truly feeling the difference between each sheep. Also, could you please help me collect 2 portions of fluorescent wool? We're back, Mr. Luke. Here is the fluorescent wool we collected. As for the differences between the sheep you mentioned earlier, I'm afraid I didn't notice anything special. I knew you were trying to fool us. Really? But didn't you notice how happy they were and how each one responded just a little differently while being groomed? Some sheep can't stop fidgeting while being groomed, and others just lie down quietly and enjoy it. You didn't notice any of that? Maybe a little, but it wasn't enough to tell them apart, let alone figure out which one is Cloud. You do have a point. So do you or do you not know which one is Cloud? Aren't you a shepherd? You can't even tell your own sheep apart? Of course I can tell them apart, Cloud Cloud is that Flora sheep right there. Are you sure? A fluffy white sheep that produces fluorescent wool. How could it possibly be a Flora sheep? Were you even listening to us? You can't even tell apart a Flora sheep and a florist sheep. Why did it cycle? I didn't... What? It auto-cycled. What the heck? You can't even tell apart a Flora sheep and a florist sheep. How can you call yourself a shepherd? Don't mislead this young lady. Tell me, young lady, why are you looking for Cloud? Nikki explained the reason behind Testoro's request. What's the big deal? All florist sheep look the same. Just pick one and take a photo. No one will know the difference. Sir, you suck. And I just did your work for you. How do you have this job? What are you talking about, Luke? Cloud is Starly's friend. She obviously knows Cloud better than anyone else and would definitely be able to tell the difference. Well, young lady, I know every sheep in this flower field, but there isn't a sheep named Cloud here. Mr. Testoro said that Starly would often just play around the dye workshop. If Cloud's not in this flora field, then where could it be? Around the dye workshop? Lately, I've seen a sad-looking florist sheep wandering around the flower field toward the woods. Could that be Cloud? The woods aren't far from here. Regardless, we should go take a look. Thank you, Miss Coral and Mr. Luke. Wait a minute, Miss Nikki and Momo. What happened earlier is on me. I didn't help and I gave some bad advice. I'm sorry. Please take these 3 portions of fluorescent wool as an apology. I hope you find Cloud soon. Okay. I'm gonna be so real with you. This quest is a lot longer than I expected it to be, given how many of them there are. But we're gonna do our best. Wait, just let me move. Okay, cool. Here we go. And then I can do the ta-da again. I love this pose so much. Is this the sheep Luke was talking about? Honestly, it doesn't look much different. We got the photo. Let's head back and show Mr. Testoro. Hopefully, he'll be able to tell if it's really Cloud. On my way. You've already managed to get a photo of Cloud? You really are the most reliable. With this, I can finally write back to my daughter tonight. Let me take a look. We found this sad little sheep in the woods nearby. We're not entirely sure it's Cloud, though. The woods, the little sheep, Cloud, it's all starting to come back to me. When Starly was little, she used to run off to the woods and play by herself. She'd always come back covered in bits of wool, grass, and leaves. Back then, I was busy with work and wasn't able to spend much time with her. I see not much has changed. All I could do was wash the dirt off her clothes and remind her to stay safe while playing outside. Sometimes she was still awake when I got home from work, and she would tell me about her friend, but I was always so tired I didn't really listen and just assumed one of the neighborhood children was named Cloud. When you're that tired, it's easy to ignore what other people are saying. However, that's still no excuse for neglecting your daughter. You're right, and it feels like I realized this too late. Time flew by, and before I knew it, she was already on her way to study in Chichia. If only I could turn back the hands of time, I'd spend more time with her, really listen to what she had to say, and get to know her dear friend Cloud as well. We can't turn back time, but our love will always go on. Every moment now becomes a precious memory in the future. Cherishing the present is the best way to make up for the past. You're absolutely right. Thank you for taking the photo and for listening to me ramble on. The sheep in the photo must be Cloud. It does look a bit sad. Up until this year, Starly would always come back for Playful Hearts Day. Perhaps Cloud is just missing her. Speaking of which, when we went to take that photo, Cloud was quietly gazing out from the woods, almost as if he were waiting for someone. I guess, just like you, Cloud was hoping Starly would come back this Playful Hearts Day. Even though Starly can't make it home this year, my letter in this photo will let her know that both Cloud and I are missing her. I'm heading back now to send out my letter. Thank you both so much. May you have a wonderful Playful Hearts Day. Will do, sir. Okay. We're gonna keep doing these in order because otherwise my life will be chaos. Alright, so grown-ups tea party is down there. So take me here. Do. Might as well groom the dog. Okay. Hello, Ettore. My auntie once told me she went to a real tea party in Chichia. It was held in the most exquisite garden. I wonder just how fancy it was. Should I use flower garlands and balloons? Little animals are really pretty too. I wonder what a grown-up would choose. Using flower garlands and balloons would make the tea party feel very elegant, but decorating with animals would be really different. I've never seen a tea party with animals before. Miss Nikki, Momo, you two arrived just in time. I am preparing for a grown-ups tea party. Grown-ups tea party? The other day, after playing non-stop, my friends and I were so tired that we flopped down on the big bear-sant to rest and started chatting about what life might be like when we grow up. Some said they wanted to be princesses, others dreamed of becoming sovereigns, and someone even said they wanted to turn into a pink bear-sant. You don't want to be... What's her face? You do not. Luluco? Was that what her name was? You should pass on that. The more we talked, the more excited we got. Before long, we were pretending to be grown-ups right there on the big bear-sant. We were having the best time until someone got a little too excited, jumped onto the big bear-sant, and sent all of us flying. That sounds kind of dangerous. No matter how much fun you're having, you still have to stay safe. I agree. After we picked ourselves up off the ground, we figured it would be safer to find a new place to play. Luigi said that grown-ups in Chichia often host something called tea parties, and maybe we could have one too, just like they do. Everyone loved the idea, so we decided to host a special tea party at my place, where everyone would dress up as the person they wish to become when they grow up. So it's like a masquerade type deal, costume party. For this tea party, some learned how to speak like grown-ups, some bought new dresses. I have to get everything set up just right so everyone can have a great time. Wanting to grow up quickly is a sweet and innocent wish that only children have. It deserves to be taken seriously. But since this is a grown-ups tea party, I think a more elegant setup would suit the vibe better. Nikki's right. Save the cute animal decorations for another time. Good point. I'll use flower garlands and balloons then, but I can't reach the higher spots. I'll have to wait for my mom to come and help me. We can do that. Really? That would be great. Thank you, Miss Nikki. Could you please hang these decorations on the wooden pavilion for me? No wonder Ettore couldn't get up there. The wooden pavilion is too high for children. Nikki, find a way to jump up onto the wooden pavilion and place these decorations. Okay. Nikki and Momo decorated the wooden pavilion. It's all decorated now. It's beautiful. You have great taste, Miss Nikki. This is exactly how I imagined a grown-up tea party would look. Of course. This was decorated by me and Nikki with our own hands. Momo, did you even jump up there with me? Miss Nikki, Momo, I wanted to Wait, that's not how a grown-up should speak. Miss Nikki, Mr. Momo, thank you for your help today. As a token of my appreciation, I formally invite you to join our tea party. We gladly accept, Mr. Ettore. Momo and I will be there. Yay! With Miss Nikki joining, I'm sure everyone's going to have a wonderful time. The tea party will be held from 9 to 11 in the morning. Everyone will dress up as the person they wish to become when they grow up. Miss Nikki, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a queen. I do not want to be Momo. I'm not Peter Pan. I'm good. Actually, I think things are pretty great the way they are. The future is always uncertain. Instead of confining myself to one wish, it's better to let things unfold as they will. All I need to do is take things one step at a time. This version of myself, full of infinite possibilities and always moving forward, is just fine by me. Full of infinite possibilities. Though I don't quite understand it, it feels warm, like the first ray of sunlight on a winter morning, full of hope. Oops, looks like I got carried away chatting. I still haven't finished preparing for the tea party. I have other matters to attend to, so please excuse me, Miss Nikki. I'll be waiting for you at the tea party from 9 to 11 in the morning. I shall see you then. We'll be there, Mr. Ettore. See you then. Okay. Oh wait, no, you can just wait.